Hey guys, this is Booligan with Airsoft Retreat, BooliganAirsoft.com and Airsoft Insider Magazine. Today we're taking a look at a headlamp setup from a company called Zeblaze, Z-E-Blaze. This flashlight was sent to me in order to give it a review, and it is currently available on Amazon, priced around 34 bucks, and I'll have a link to this in the info section, as well as a discount coupon that they have extended. It's priced around 35 bucks, which puts it in a kind of right in the middle for high output headlamps. Now, here's the thing about this. First off, it's really, really big, obviously. Look at this thing. It's got a battery pack is actually on the back. It's got 3 headlamp. Paint these green. You'll do some excellent, Sam Fisher cosplay. Compared to something like the Nightcore HC50, this is obviously much lighter. But this promises high power output. It's not too heavy. It weighs about half a pound, a little bit over, a smidge over half a pound, which when it's on your noggin isn't too bad, and it is pretty well balanced between the front and back. In the back you've got a battery compartment, and this thing actually uses 2 18650 batteries, and it comes with 2 batteries that are listed as being 4000 milliamp hour. It's listed as being water resistant, but all your water resistance is this little cover that slips on the back. Certainly don't take this thing in the pool. Don't submerge it. Don't use it in a very heavy rainstorm. It frankly just won't do too well. It's not designed for that. Your charging ports here on the bottom, it comes with a DC charger. It did come with these 2 batteries again. Interesting feature of this, it's got a USB port which you can use for charging, and you can also use it for charging your accessories like your cell phone. You can plug your USB cord into this and charge your cell phone using it, and it's got an LED here on the back that indicates when the unit is running. Control is very simple. You have a single button. You push it and it cycles through the different modes. The different modes being center beam on, only the side beams on, all 3 of them on, and then a strobe feature. When they're running, see, a little green light on the back, so if you have people trailing behind you, there you go, they'll be able to follow you. The straps are fully adjustable, and the thing, we'll go ahead and we'll toss it on. I just probably won't take it off until we're done because it'll mess up my hair. It's adjustable. It's got a little click detent here. The concerns that I have with this thing is advertised as being 5,000 lumens, which is ridiculous. My brightest light, my P25 from Nightcore, is like 800 lumens. So we're going to go outside, and that thing has pretty good testing. I kind of stand by Nightcore's information on it. So let's go ahead, let's see how it compares with this massive thing. Let's see how it compares with the HC50. And maybe what other flashlights I could put together. With this thing on my head, I will tell you a couple of notes about it. This flat bit on the back here, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. It's rubber, but it is flat. It's not really curved to the back of your head. And having this back here is a little bit of a pain if you're using it for a long time. The straps themselves are actually very comfortable. Good soft straps. The light is stiff to adjust, but it does hold its position very well. I don't necessarily like the fact that this thing is full bore all the time. You don't have brightness adjustments. The only adjustments that you have are between the different LEDs that you're using, whether you're using just the main one, the 2 side ones, or all 3 are strobe. That's it. There's just those 4 functions. So if I'm camping or something like that, and I'm like, oh, I don't need to blind the entire campsite. I just need to have the light so I can make my way to the latrine. That's a little hard. You're going to be running this thing essentially at full tilt. The color, the main beam, and again we'll do all this testing outside when it's actually dark. Main beam is very, very white. It's a very good LED in the middle there. The 2 are more yellowish, a little bit or yellowish tint to it. Put together, it's an okay color altogether, but it's not a true. If you're expecting true bright white out of this thing, you're just not going to get it. Let's go ahead, let's go outside, let's check and see how this thing works. I apologize in advance because I don't know how well this is going to pick up on film, but we'll see.
All right, first off, let's go ahead and let's test out the Zeblaze light. So you can go through the different settings. This is it at max brightness, strobe, center beam, just the two side beams, and back to max brightness. So it's got pretty good throw, pretty good spread, it's a good color. Now let's go ahead and let's compare it to, so this is my Nightcore P25. It's supposed to be just under 900 lumens, but I think 865, I remember right. I'm seeing a little bit of a difference. You can see the spot patterns between the two. Headlamp's on the right, that's on the left, but it's not, this thing's clearly not putting out, 5,000 lumens. Okay, now I'll do a quick comparison test between the Nightcore HC50 and the Zeblaze. Here's Nightcore cycling through its different brightness settings. So there's the brightest. No majorly defined spot, but a good area coverage. And yeah, the Zeblaze is a fair bit brighter and with a much more beam-like pattern. The side ones do give pretty good side-to-side spread, and you can see the angle on it, but yeah, definitely brighter than the HC50. HC50, you can barely even tell that it's popping up. The HC50 is only rated about 500 lumens. This is clearly not 10 times as bright as that. Still a good bright light for 35 bucks. Not too bad. It's just a little bulkier than I'd like.
As you can see, this thing doesn't come close to the 5,000 lumen rating that it's advertising. It's pretty close to the Nightcore's sub 900 lumen, which arguably for a $35 headlamp is actually pretty bright. Your dollar per lumen ratio, I suppose if you want to call it that, for a headlamp is actually pretty good. The concerns that I have are, one, they're advertising this thing as 5,000 lumen. It's not even close. Not even close to that. And the batteries are fully charged, and I've tested it with a few other batteries and still seeing the same results. It's bulky. One of the things that I like to use about headlamps is to use them underneath a car, using it, wrenching on a car and stuff like that. That adds inches to your head. I mean, you've got, 3 inches sticking out the front of your head, in addition to, an inch and a half that's sticking out the back of your head. It's not particularly comfortable. Now, if you had this thing set up on a helmet or something like that, it'd be a little bit better because, frankly, it's a lot to throw on your head. Now, the good part about this is the price. It's 35 bucks prime shipping. If you use the coupon that's included, I believe it takes $10 off, so 25 bucks prime shipping. There aren't a hell of a lot of headlamps in this brightness, this power output. Certainly not the advertised 5,000, but around 800 or 900, sure. There aren't a lot of flashlights in that price range, especially not headlamps. So if you don't mind strapping this thing to your head, it's a little bit bulky, not too heavy, surprisingly lightweight, not terribly comfortable with this flat back here on the back of your head, not particularly waterproof with this not great seal on the back. It does have some cool features. The fact that you can use it to charge your phone, that's going to be handy for camping, for an emergency or something like that. But really, I don't know. It's a headlamp for somebody, not necessarily the headlamp that I'm going to be using for a lot of my outdoors things. Again, what I may do is I may rig this up to be a helmet lamp or something like that for skiing. It would probably do pretty well on that. The beam pattern, it would be good for that. Many thanks to them for sending it over for us to test out. Not every product that I review is going to be a slam dunk. Obviously, if this thing was advertised as being a 900 lumen flashlight, I'd be a little bit more forgiving of it, but it's advertised as 5,000 lumens, and it's not coming close to that. So this leaves a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. But otherwise, again, many thanks to them for sending it over. If you're interested in this lamp, I've got the link in my video, as well as a coupon code for those that wish to use it. So be sure to check it out. Thanks for watching.